नमस्कार, फिर पैसा बोलता है में आपका स्वागत है। मैं आनंद श्रीनिवासन। वेलकम बैक टू पैसा बोलता है। Today I wanted to talk about an article that has come in Morning Context, and the company is Jio Financial Services. I have said in my sister channel several times that Jio Financial Services has been listed. For what reason I do not know. Mukesh Ambani is considered one of the shrewdest businessmen in India with a very shrewd brain. While his brother blew up his inheritance, Mukesh has kept building on his inheritance and has made massive investments in retail and in Jio. Though the amount of investments he has made, they have not justified in terms of investor returns. But however, investments have been made and Jio has become the second, if not the largest player in telecom. And also he has made broad acquisitions to become stronger in even in content. So Jio is not going to be only a plumbing business where it gives you connectivity, it is also going to give you content. It has tied up with Viacom and it has won the global rights for IPL on digital media and has won the India rights, both Indian cricket series rights, both in TV and digital. It has also tied up with Paramount Pictures to get a big library. So Jio has ambitions to be in the entire structure. Not only that, Reliance Retail has snapped up all sorts of brands and is building up itself into a formidable competitor, both online and offline. But this is not the what I wanted to talk about. What I wanted to talk about is a company which Mukesh just spun off recently called Jio Financial Services. The major attraction of Jio Financial Services as of today is that it controls about 6% of Reliance stock. As treasury stock, it has 6% of Reliance holdings. This company was spun off separately with KV Kamath, the 75-year-old ex-chairman of ICICI, as the CEO. There are only 26 employees, and so far there has been no business plan, no idea of what this company is going to do. The company, after listing, has hit lower freeze a couple of times and is now, SEBI has increased its volatility percentage to 20% before it can be frozen. But the mystery abounds. What is this company going to do? In all other businesses that he has run, he has been in firm control of the business, that he would decide the strategy and he would decide the way it would go. KV Kamath is no pushover. In fact, if I remember rightly, the dispute between the two brothers was settled by KV Kamath. And KV Kamath is very close to the powers to be. Having recruited KV Kamath as the head of this company, Mukesh is in no position to muscle his way into the company. At best, he can give advice as a stakeholder. So far, what Jio has done has announced it. They are in joint venture with BlackRock, where both partners will have 50-50%. Staff has to be yet to be recruited, and still no proper strategy or products has been announced. This is going to be in the heavily crowded AMC space, asset management space, which is already highly crowded. Margins are thin. Worldwide, everybody is moving towards passive funds, and passive ETFs are now dominating the market. And then you also have players like Zerodha and Navis launching low-cost mutual funds. So far, neither BlackRock nor Jio have announced a proper strategy. BlackRock has already failed in India with a joint venture with DSP. So, what is the future of Jio Financial Services? Nobody knows. It's in a black box. It has not announced any major plan on what areas it's going to concentrate, where it is going to lend, or is it going to be only an asset management company? And it's just akin to a company with a nameplate with some assets that has been listed in the market. Any other promoter wouldn't have got away with this. But Mukesh being Mukesh, he has got away with this. And even for me as a person, Mukesh Ambani claimed that he has invested $150 billion over the last 10 years. But what has he generated in sales and in margins out of that, we do not know. And he is talking of further executing green energy projects, manufacturing solar cells and batteries. At what point will Reliance stop investing money and look at some returns for the investor? In the last 3 years, Reliance has gone up only 15%. As far as Jio Financial Services is concerned, if you look at all holding companies of finance companies which have been listed, say Motilal Oswal and Edelweiss and even Aditya Birla, all of them have lost money over the last 6 years. They are trading below what they were trading and they have lost money. While the Sensex has gained 68% over the last 5 years, you have had these companies drop in value. The only financial stock which is an outlier has been Bajaj Finance, which has a radically well-defined business of lending money to people who have not been lent money so far. And it has a very amazing collection machine which is used to collect. It also has two insurance companies which are entrenched and well developed, at times have made even underwriting profits. So in such a competitive market, what is the plan of Mukesh is absolutely unknown. What will he be able to tell Kamath is also unknown. And where is what is the plan of the company has not been outlined anywhere. This looks very strange to me. Has Reliance as a group bitten off more than it can chew in terms of Jio, in terms of retail, and in terms of green energy? Only time will tell us whether this will pay off or it won't pay off. But what looks now very clearly, the market has not rewarded Jio very well. It is not looking at it very kindly. Because in the last 3 years, is when Jio as a company has grown and captured this market share. And oil and petrochemicals has been pumping huge amount of free cash flow which has been sucked up by these companies, and further debt has been taken. About 3 years back, Mukesh talked about a zero net debt policy, but there is no talk of zero debt policy now, net debt policy now. And the borrowings in Reliance are climbing. Recently, even those who had ESOPs in Reliance Retail was bought back at a lower price than what it was trading in the grey market. And now he has gone back and sold 1% of his stake to Qatar Investment Fund at a valuation of $100 billion. And he is saying he is going to raise another $2.5 billion at this valuation. So we do not know what is happening. It is a black box. And I am not sure what valuations Reliance will give you in the future and how much it will run up in the near future. What do you think, Vinod?
I think it's what's the curious part of this whole story, which you haven't touched on, is this whole thing is being done under his daughter's banner, and she's a daughter-in-law of
Piramal.
Yes, and there's
Piramal also has a finance company.
and there's rumors that some backdoor merger will happen. That is all. No one is willing to say it outright. Everyone's commenting without names being disclosed. There's some backdoor happening. So I don't.
So Piramal Finance could back.
Yes, join this. It's all speculation, because simple reason why there's so much of speculation is he has not come out and said what is this company going to do, and he's never done this ever. If history of Mukesh, you've seen
his father.
Yeah, they've never done this. This more looks like a playbook out of Anand Ambani's playbook, where he just throws the Reliance name here, Ambani name there, and tries to create something out of thin air. It seems like that. I don't know. Maybe we are all wrong, and there is a solid plan behind this, because he only unlocks value much later.
Yeah.
He sets it up, and he's in complete control of the project. Then he also decides how to unlock the value and how he will allow investors to come in. In this case, it's completely topsy-turvy, where he's put the cart before the horse, and he's decided. And I do not know how much this is from his children's pushing, or if it's really his brainchild. This thing is he's giving some more leeway to his children and allowing them to experiment with something. I don't know. This just baffles us all looking at this.
Anyway, so thank you for watching पैसा बोलता है. आपने इस पॉडकास्ट पे आया और उसको सुना, इसके लिए मैं आपका आभारी हूँ. धन्यवाद. नमस्कार. जय हिंद. If you have already subscribed to our channel, please like this video and comment. If you have not subscribed to our channel, kindly subscribe and turn on the bell notification. If you have done all of the above, send this video to your friends and relatives and have them take a look. Once again, I thank you for your support for पैसा बोलता है. हमने बेंगलुरु की इवेंट के बाद इवेंट सऊदी अरेबिया में होल्ड करने की डिसीजन ले ली है. सो 22 सितंबर को हम रियाद में एक इवेंट कर रहे हैं और 29 सितंबर को हम जिद्दा में मिल रहे हैं. जो भी मुझे मिलने चाहते हैं तो और सऊदी में रहते हैं, उनको रियाद में 22 सितंबर और जिद्दा में 29 सितंबर मिलेंगे. जो मुझे मिलने की इच्छुक हैं वो नीचे दिए गए ईमेल आईडी में मेल भेज सकते हैं और व्हाट्सएप नंबर से हमें संपर्क कर सकते हैं. धन्यवाद. नमस्कार. जय हिंद.